Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have a second EZA that dropped here for Saiyan Day. Certainly they could have, I think, split these out a little bit more. Perhaps Beerus and Whis could have just dropped on Saiyan Day itself. I think maybe that would have worked a little bit better. Right? They dropped a bunch tonight, right? So, okay. So we have this EZA. I believe the weakness that we have to worry about here is Realm of Gods, which is pretty good. I feel like it's going to be easy for a lot of players to have sort of Realm of Gods options, I think, because many, you know, big-time Realm of Gods characters previously in the past were major Dokkan Festival exclusives or LR characters, characters that many players were likely to summon for, right? Now, this EZA does, here, I'll just flip over and show this, but it does flow through all of the different characters, right? We start with Int Whis, then we go into Tech Whis, then we go up against the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma, then we go to Int Beerus, and then we finish off with Int God Goku is the final enemy. So, physical characters are more so what we want to use, but then this EZA is pretty solid in that the only damage reduction is against tech characters. So we can use Realm of Gods of any typing except for tech, essentially, is what we want to do. We could even do Blue Kaioken Goku here. I mean, I guess global players, you guys, of course, aren't going to have access to him. But we could utilize Blue Kaioken Goku and, you know, a bunch of the UI Gokus and stuff like that. Now, again, physical is some of the more important options. I suppose you always could just do, like, Realm of Gods Pure Saiyan, maybe, and bring, like, a friend God Goku if you're, like, a free-to-play player. That certainly could work out well. Physical Realm of Gods is really not that strong, though, huh? Yeah, a lot of kind of, like, not as tough characters on there, for sure. But then if we expand out to the rest of it, kind of just brought all of these guys. Now, the team I was using, remember, for God Goku's passive, he needs 6 superclass allies to activate his intro buff. So you can bring one villain character on the team. And I chose Fusion Zamasu, right? You can get away with the one villain character and you'll be fine. Fusion Zamasu, as long as he gets his orbs, he could do a lot of damage in here. So I feel like it has worked well. These typically are the type of stages that aren't really too tough. All things considered, right? Like these types of EZAs. So I imagine most people will be able to beat this with, you know, even probably pretty easy or subpar lineups. I would think so, right? And then of course this physical God Goku being like, you know, kind of like the main character here, that would do that exactly. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. If you have physical God Goku, he is going to do this. He is going to put that work in. Goodbye, bitch, and GG, right? Just instantaneous in seconds. So this is a very, very simple EZA. Now, I guess we can move on to the sort of bitter pill that a lot of these characters from this EZA, there's, what, 5 characters here? A lot of them really aren't too useful or handy. Int God Goku is, like, mediocre. Int Beerus is probably mediocre. The Vegeta and Bulma, basically, the way you think of Vegeta and Bulma is exactly the same way you would think of physical Super Vegito. I don't really see how there would be a difference between those characters besides the fact that Vegeta and Bulma, you would have your rage transformation you can do, but that's pretty much it, right? So, like, that's, again, essentially a Super Vegito level character. Tech Whis, I mean, outside of Super Battle Road and Burst Mode, I don't really see it with him. Int Whis, I think, is actually a pretty solid character. I could see myself using Int Whis quite a bit moving forward, but you do need to understand that you're going to be using Int Whis specifically sort of with, like, Realm of Gods lineups and, like, Bond and Master and Disciple sort of, like, lineups, right? Like, Whis does want to be used more so with the other gods, right? Like, angels and gods of destruction is what Whis wants to be used with. But, you know, just say, like, Bermod, the clown god of destruction. Maybe they make, like, a really good unit for him. You know, they could. I don't know. Especially if they would dip their toes into manga stuff at some point. And now I'm not talking about, like, the Moro arc and Granola and Ultra Ego Vegeta and stuff like that. I'm talking about the stuff that happens in the manga for, like, parts that are Dragon Ball Super anime arcs already, right? So what I'm talking about would be, you know, the Gods of Destructions have a battle royale in the TOP manga. Remember that there is Super Saiyan Goku Black, not Rose Super Saiyan Goku Black, but just Super Saiyan Goku Black. Like, maybe, I'm unsure of if they could use that stuff. I think they probably could, but I don't know the answer to. I know that, like, Granola and Moro, until it gets animated, we will not expect to see it in any games. And you know that stands true because these characters, again, Granola, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Black Frieza, Moro, are not in even Dragon Ball Heroes, right? I have to imagine, like, these companies, they like money. They want to make money. They're in dire straits of making more money. So eventually this stuff is going to get animated. It is going to be added to the games, and it's going to be fire. But, you know, we're going to have to wait a little while. I mean, bro, the day Ultra Ego Vegeta drops in Dokkan, oh my god, is that going to be fire. Like, just imagine how sick he's going to be in here. It's going to be crazy. Not really too good in terms of our orbs. There we go. We'll do that, and then we can hit this. So I am using, of course, the Resurrection F Blues. It is kind of unfortunate that the Resurrection F Blues ended up kind of as uninspired and unimpressive as they are. Because them being kind of like a very weaker Dokkan Fest does... Like this is where it's like, you know, they dropped Raditz as a Pure Saiyan leader, but it's like, oh, well, tough. We still need a Pure Saiyan leader, right? And it's kind of the same thing here with Realm of Gods. Now, I do think it would be very unfair to the ROF Blues to compare them to Raditz. I think the ROF Blues are like, they're a decent or fine unit. They were just a fumble. The ROF Blues, they're just a natural fumble, right? Whereas, like, Raditz is the old-time legendary, like, you know, unbelievable legendary existence, like, fumble, right? Which the ROF Blues are not on that level. But it does mean that we need Realm of Gods, you know, really could use sort of like an upgraded leader again. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, who could be a Realm of Gods lead? I think they could give us like a Rose. I think Rose that leads maybe like Realm of Gods. What if we got a Rose that leads Realm of Gods and like Time Travelers? That could be really, that would be a crazy team. Yeah, that would be good. Realm of Gods and Time Travelers, I think would be fire. What would the 200% be though? That I don't know. Maybe Potara would be the 200%. Actually, yeah, that could work well. Realm of Gods, Time Travelers, and then Potara could be the 200%. So all of the Goku Black family of characters, and then Vegito, essentially, would be on the 200%, which I think could work incredibly well. Because that is what we need. Fusion Zamasu, I think, is LR Fusion Zamasu is still a very good unit. But he needs a 200% proper leader skill, like character and team and stuff like that. Again, AGL Goku Black, that banner unit, the fact that he was a fumble and not like, damn, like if he was just like Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, or if he was like Chi-Lai or Android 8 or Piccolo, one of those characters for that AGL Goku Black, like that would help Fusion Zamasu out so much, and a potential like Goku Black led team. I suppose they could, man, I think I really would probably prefer if the Dokkan Fest, it was like a base form Goku Black that transformed, and then maybe they could ease the LR Rose. I don't really usually have too big of hopes or dreams or anything like that for Yellow Coin LR EZAs. I mean, I thought Goku Black and Zamasu, they were tremendously powerful, right? They're Yellow Coin LR EZA, but they're often very hit or miss. I think LR God Goku's Yellow Coin LR EZA is very good, but again, oftentimes they can be hit or miss, so it's hard to say. Like, they're usually runnable, or they're usually decent. By the way, this people are going to be at like stage 500 plus. Is this an EZA people are going to be at 999 within a couple of days? Probably. Look at this. I mean, up until stage 30, God Goku could just one-shot. You get God Goku in the opening rotation, he one-shots, right? Imagine this is another EZA where Caulifla will be crazy, the tech androids, right? Yeah, because this is a pure Saiyan EZA, and Tech Khalifa was around, and the Tech Androids, I bet people could probably get to stage 999 for this EZA. I bet they'll be able to already. So interesting. There we go. We got that done. Now I will begin the day of showcases. I will be spamming these today. Got a lot of EZA characters. A bunch of them are pretty mid, but we'll see how good or how mid they might be. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I love y'all, and I'll catch you guys next time.